you're a first-time mother and this is your first time of getting pregnant, you have given birth to your baby or you will soon deliver your baby, but now you are confused, you don't know how to take care of this child, you are wondering, where will I start from? How will I do it? Probably your mother is far from you, or she's not even available to come, or you're living in a country where nobody can just visit you at random. Now you are stuck with your baby, you don't know how to handle this baby and you're confused. Now I'm here for you. This video, I'm going to give you tips that will help you as a first-time mother to care for your baby and also care for yourself alongside. Make sure you stay tuned, all right? Now, how do you care for your baby after childbirth? First of all, after childbirth, either cesarean section or vaginal delivery, you're going to be at the hospital for between 48 hours to 3 to 4 days, depending on the mode of delivery you had. Then you'll be discharged home, you come back to the house. Now, as a first-time mother, that this is her first experience, you're going to have symptoms like engorgement, like excessive engorgement. Your breast will be so full, the baby will not be able to empty them at first because the baby's tummy is still very small. So you will breastfeed. After breastfeeding, you will still feel like there's more. You'll be having chest pain, nipple crack, nipple pain because your breasts are so full. Now, this is where the tip number 1 comes from. Make sure you buy a breast pump. Because in this situation, do you know what you will do? You buy a breast pump and you buy breast milk storage bags, these small breast milk storage bags. Then you express the excess milk. When the baby finishes feeding and you feel like you still have enough engorgement, you express that part and you store in the refrigerator. You're still going to need it later. You keep expressing, because if you keep allowing the engorgement to stay for so long, your breast milk may end up reducing. The quality and the quantity of milk that you produce might end up reducing, and over time, you might have reduction in breast milk production. It's always good to express. That is why when your baby empties the breast refills itself. So when you express excess milk and store, you're giving room for more milk to be produced. So for you to run away from chest pain, nipple crack, mastitis, engorgement and everything, express and store. That's number 1. Now, in the morning, you can decide not to bathe your baby, depending on the weather. If you're living in a place where the weather is very cold, you can leave bathing for later in the evening, or you can just clean the baby's body with some towel. Then, remember that you have to eat properly in the morning. Like when you wake up in the morning, eat a very well balanced meal. Eat enough meal, because your food is going to help you stay active, stay alert, and even produce more milk for your baby. You have to eat very well. After eating, you take a lot of fluid, then you breastfeed your baby. If you're formula feeding the baby, no problem. You can now make the formula and you feed the baby. This tip will help you. See, any postpartum mother that doesn't eat well, it's going to be weak, it's going to be irritable, it's going to be tired, it's going to be exhausted. Food helps to rejuvenate you. It makes you feel so energized so that you can be able to handle the task of taking care of your baby. So make sure you are eating. If you're not eating very well, that is where the problem lies. So make sure you eat and eat and eat. But eat healthy foods, take a lot of water, and then allow your baby to eat from you. That is if you're breastfeeding. Another very important thing that will help you is rest. Rest. You see, rest in postpartum is part of the whole process. If you're always awake at night, then during the day you don't find out time to sleep. That is where the problem lies. You will be weak, you will be irritable, your eye bags will be so heavy. You will not be okay. You will not. Rest. When the baby is sleeping, give the baby to people to hold for you and you sleep. Rest properly. See, when you sleep, your brain resets. When you sleep, your wound areas heal. If you do cesarean section, it gives you time to heal. If you deliver on your own but you have a episiotomy, it gives you time to heal. It gives time for the food you eat to work on you. It gives time for your postpartum medications to work on you. So please sleep. Prioritize sleep. So make sure you sleep. Rest. Go out. Allow the sun to beam on you. Take a walk around your street. Take a walk around your estate. Allow the fresh air to touch you. You just came back from a lot, so you just need to rejuvenate. So make sure you are sleeping though. If you're the type that your baby will be sleeping, you'll be on your phone. You'll be on your phone. Instead of you to sleep, you'll be on your phone. Then at night, when you are now ready to sleep, your baby will be awake to suckle all through the night. You will be awake. In the morning, you will not rest. In the night, you will not rest. Tell me how you're going to function well. You will not function optimally if you don't rest. So as a postpartum mother, after your baby is rest and baby care, come hand in hand. So it's only a healthy mother that takes care of healthy children. If you are weak and sick, you'll not be able to handle it. So make sure you are resting. All right? See all this my plenty English. What I mean is rest, rest, rest. Sleep when you can. The last tip I have here is be kind to yourself. Don't overdo yourself. Don't be so overwhelmed. Don't allow the things around you to make you feel like it's your responsibility. Don't think it's your responsibility that you must go to the kitchen and cook. It's not a responsibility that you must clean the whole house. A breastfeeding mother, a new mom that just came back from the hospital. It's not a responsibility to run to the market or supermarket to buy things. No. It's also good to ask for help. For people around you, your neighbors, your friends, ask for help. You see, the first 6 weeks after childbirth is very challenging and you need all the help you can get. Don't be a loner. Don't say, I don't want to like asking for help. You will break down. Postpartum depression is real. And this is where it erupts. By the time you are stressed, it erupts the postpartum depression. But when you have people around you or you have help around, even if it's to pay a nanny for some time, even if it's to pay a nanny for 1 month or pay someone to help you around the house for just 1 month, please do it so that you can recover and recuperate. Then you can now handle the chores by yourself. If you dive into house chores, dive into activities and start running around a woman that just gave birth, you are going to break down. Did you hear me? Okay. Now, you see these tips? Please keep them and you'll see that the first 1 month or 2 months after your childbirth will be so smooth. And as a first-time mother, you will continue to gather experiences. And by the time you give birth to your next baby, you will know how to navigate all this process. Okay. Make sure you take these tips, all right? I'm Nurse Nelo, always at your service. If you have questions, drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to share this video, and I will see you in my next video.